Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of LMAO. Michael, we're gonna get right into it. What is the O word of the day?
Olympics.
Olympics. Where did you get that?
From the comment section. Shout out to Akira.
We have our whiteboard there. You can't really see it.
Can't see it.
It says our O word. Let's see
but
okay. Yeah, where did you get that O word?
It was in the comment section. Buddy of ours, Akira, gave us that suggestion. So thank you, Akira.
And you guys can be responsible for the next O word of the day. Just leave it down in the comments, whatever you want it to be. O word. We went over this first podcast. You guys should know by now. It's a little shtick we got going on, but you guys can be responsible for the next one. And what are we showing? Yeah, the O word of the day, Olympics. Okay. So we're gonna get right into it.
There's the three of us today.
Further back, and that's a little hint. Why do you have an extra seat, dude?
There's an extra seat here. Why do we have that? Oh my god. Oh,
everybody, it is the
what's
ghost
going
with the
on?
most.
It's your boy. They call me Ghosty. My real name's Dan or Daniel.
Daniel.
Prefer to call me.
Welcome.
I'm here to podcast it up because I got some shit to say.
He's got stuff to say.
I got stuff to say. And I'm
The
ready
ghost with the most.
Of course, bro.
All right, so
Pleasure having me.
there you can see our setup here.
Yeah.
It's a little shaky,
Hey,
obviously.
I got
Try
you.
to hit the table.
Try not to hit the table.
table.
Got a little mannish
What?
here. We gotta keep it. Yeah.
Alright,
so
first topic.
Okay, wait.
Before we get into the topic, I promise you guys that I know it's we got a little shaky here. We're obviously on a laptop still. I promise you guys,
We got
you
more
have my
equipment
word.
coming. We have more equipment
In the
coming.
future,
Yo, that
we
shit's on the way.
We ordered a lot of shit.
If Tony could fucking buy a charger.
We're gonna get this shit like good. You know, we're on a laptop right now. We gotta say what we gotta say. We want to get it out there. But I promise you guys, we're gonna have better camera quality in the future. Our mics seem to be all right.
I mean, I guess.
Mike seems the worst. We got an extra mic.
We're gonna get more because we're gonna have more guests on.
We're gonna upgrade this thing and turn it into a real thing.
So,
it is a real thing.
But not like a real
Like a real thing.
guys, now that we have the ghost with the most on our podcast,
Alright, okay.
do you guys want to explain to him what's going on around here?
Explain it to me.
So what we do basically sit around, have a bunch of topics. I finally have a book. We wrote down some topics here. We have some topics we want to talk about.
A lot of budget on the binder, eh?
Working hard.
Okay, continue. My bad.
We have some topics we want to talk about today. This podcast, we're gonna get a little bit personal, everybody. We're gonna talk about some stories we have. We're gonna talk about just our lives in general, and what we've become to make this podcast.
We feel that for you guys to truly enjoy the podcast, you guys should know who we even are, right? Like,
So the topic today is us.
It's us.
Yes, it's us.
Like it or
Pretty
not,
hard.
that's a topic.
That's
You guys can click away
insane.
right now if you don't give a shit
We could
about
be
us.
boring
but
as hell, or we could
you're
be
gonna
some of
be-
the most exciting people that you know.
You're gonna be hearing a lot
we have
from us.
some pretty crazy shit we have to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
We have,
Keep it. We're obviously gonna
y'all
keep it
motherfuckers
PG.
don't even know the half about it.
yeah.
I like how we literally just like keep it PG.
I was like, we're gonna keep it PG. Like,
So
Whatever,
first of all,
are we gonna start
Daniel,
this?
you're the
you're
guest.
the guest here. Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. So.
Alright, okay. So, what should I start with? Like, I don't know. Usually, okay, I guess. Hi, my name's Dan, or Daniel, whatever you prefer. I often go by Ghosty, which is my SoundCloud rapper name. Yes, I know, a white guy on SoundCloud. I haven't heard that one before. But anyways, I'm actually not as bad as you think. So should be a link in the description.
There will be a link in the description.
This guy's self-plugging himself. Of course, there's gonna be.
Of
a
course.
link.
First time on the show, already plugging.
You'll hear me on a couple of his tracks. too,
Yeah.
so, like,
I got my boy.
Play LC, everybody.
Yeah, Ghosty and play.
Do what
You
you
already
gotta
know
do.
how it goes. But anyways, I'm also I'm actually very, funny enough, I'm actually very interested into politics and what's going on in the world.
We've had some deep ass.
Yo, I'm not as stupid as I look. You know what I'm saying?
my God.
Less than, but in all seriousness, I'm into politics. I'm into music. I'm not as so much into movies as these guys are. These guys are movie fanatics.
you could tell from the first podcast.
Yeah.
You watched the
more
whole
of
thing.
a.
If you didn't watch-
If you didn't want,
If you didn't watch the whole thing, thank you, by the way. If you watched the whole thing.
Yo, I ain't never watched it though. Like, I'll be straight
Guys,
real.
if you didn't watch the first one, exit this one. Go
Go
watch the
watch
first one.
Oh, yo, I'll be back in 5.
This guy, yeah.
Our
he's
guest
an
is
exception.
already gone.
So,
so he actually just walked away. Okay, so wait.
oh, damn it.
Oh, can't do that.
So guys,
So Daniel, musician, likes politics, funny
No,
guy.
wait, Daniel, by the way, when you're up, just get the monster.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
So-
sit there on the
Hey,
table.
no, y'all need something to drink?
Just go ahead and
I'm okay.
Guys, this is what happens when you don't plan ahead.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's been 5 minutes now, and
Don't take a sip. He took a sip.
he took a sip. He took a sip,
He's taking a
That's my
fat
monster,
sip.
and he took a sip.
and
And now he's
he's
doing
taking
other things.
yeah, awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let me,
I got you.
let me clean that lip real quick. Don't try to get sick. It's flu season, guys, here in Canada, if you didn't know that. But
I think flu season anywhere. To be fair.
guys, listen. It's not
Okay, yo,
flu
does
season
somebody
in
want to tell
Disney
me,
World, so-
just to be the first question of our podcast, why does my hair not want to cooperate?
So let's
I
get
think
into
you
that,
keep
guys.
touching
Why
it.
doesn't yours hair?
So listen, how can we fix that product? Shampoo.
Alright,
Yeah, I think you know
no,
what
bro,
the-
I'm using all that good shit. Yeah, you know,
Oh, it's just an actual question now. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, but
We're
not
diving
seriously.
off
So,
here.
what do you feel like starting off with today?
We'll talk. It's obviously the topic's about us. Talk
Alright.
about yourself.
Well, I've already been telling me. What else should I tell people? Like, do you guys, what do you think you guys want to know?
They
Like,
can't hear you.
Absolutely.
they can't hear me.
Wait, no, wait. No, we
This
still
isn't
no.
Dora
still-
the Explorer. You can't ask them and then they
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know. Like, what do you think that they should know about you?
If they have to know things about
Fair. I guess I might as well just state some other interests.
That's right, yeah.
I've been playing guitar. I'm self-taught guitarist. I've been playing for like 6 years, but like I haven't been playing much because like I've been busy. I'm also a golfer. I'm so bad at golf, but like, you know, it's fun.
We
to
have
get
some
out.
funny golf stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that later on.
All right. What else do we got? I've been living in the GTA kind of area for pretty much
Yeah.
18 years of my life. I'm 18 years old, and I don't know. I'm also into cars. I need, you know, that. I don't know.
Try to watch the table because,
Yeah.
as you know, again with the
Oh,
very,
was
it shaking?
I was shaking a little bit. Yeah,
My bad, G. My bad. All right, okay.
Even with
Guys,
the feet.
there's not
even
an
with the feet.
earthquake here. It's just Daniel's.
Yo, it's my
Yes.
first time on the show.
Watch out with the legs too.
No, I got you. I got you.
Hit the table
Yo,
too.
chill. Get yourself a new binder before you start telling me what to do.
Welcome to LMAO. We
This is a
just
roast.
have the best
I'm
time.
kidding, Tony. I love you. Yeah.
Alright, so Gomes, Michael.
Well,
what do you want to say?
I'm Michael, Italian Portuguese, I'm a bit of a mix. I've been drumming for
30 minutes.
I've been drumming for 6 years. I play competitive soccer as well. I can speak Italian because I'm part Italian, so I grew up in a school where I had to learn Italian, where all we could speak to. Yeah, I grew up. I went to school and I grew up and I went to school.
Yeah.
I did that, right? So I had to learn Italian. All we had to do was just speak Italian. So I had to do that. I'm teaching myself German because one of my favorite soccer teams is, my favorite soccer team is German.
Munich.
Oh wow, well done. Yeah, nice. And then and my home team is obviously TFC. I've been season ticket holder with my
Nice.
dad since day one. And yeah, honestly, I always try to be like the life of the party. Try to be always the funny guy, but then doesn't always work out. Right? Okay, so
We're gonna get to that later.
So-
You wanna start it out?
So, anyways, I'm Luciano.
I guess you could say that was a bit of a gag, getting.
Oh, dude, that was a little bit.
Oh.
That was a stretch right
to
there.
most of my future employers,
know,
don't
right?
watch this.
Yeah, honestly.
We'll get to that story later. Luch, tell us about yourself.
I'm Luciano, or Luch, whatever you want to call me, and it's not spelled with an H. Biggest pet peeve, guys. Like grade 4 Valentine's Day, I get like cards written out
Who
to me.
hurt you, bro?
LUCH. Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Yo, how much you want to bet back in like middle school somebody wrote your name? It's like Lunciano or something
Dude,
like that.
it's because it's like a super Italian name that people either don't know how to say it or pronounce
It's
it,
not
or
even that
both.
hard.
I know,
though. Like,
I know. Whatever, that's a side topic. But like, yeah, my name's Luciano. You can call me Luch. Like Michael, I'm into soccer too. I'm a huge fan of Juve. 1 year I coached my own soccer team. That was fun for a summer. I took I used to play
We
every
do a whole
summer,
podcast
but then
on
I
that.
took 1 year and I just coached my own team. It was pretty fun. What did you guys talk about? What did you say? Sports?
Well, yeah, just I don't
Well,
know.
like-
What's your hobbies?
I
I know,
like music.
Luch, he's a big DJ as well. He has his
yeah.
own little DJ setup,
In
and
the basement, that's fun.
he's
But
really good at mixing.
yeah, I like DJing. It's fun, mixing and all that crap. It's fun. Even rapping too. You'll hear me on some of Ghosty's tracks. That's fun. I love writing lyrics and and writing songs and shit like that. Like, it's,
and don't sleep on the man because he does it very well.
Yeah.
appreciate that. But yeah, guys, if you want to check that out, of course it's gonna be in the description. But I love music. I love movies. Obviously, if you saw the first one, I'm a huge movie guy. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. Other than that, I'm a pretty boring guy. Oh, and I'm Italian too. If you didn't catch on already.
Yeah. So just an FYI, every single person here is Italian except for me, so I'm a little bit left out. I'm
Cheers to
Danish.
that.
There you go.
Woo, Denmark! Yeah.
Tony,
What the hell is Denmark then? Okay, sorry, Tony. You go ahead. That's another conversation.
Alright, well, I'm Antonio, if you guys haven't known already. I'm Italian, like they said. I'm full Italian, me and Luke are full Italian. He's half, you're whatever you are.
Nice.
Alright, okay. I see how
Welcome to the show, Dan.
I see how we play this
You
game.
shoot our guests with
Another
I
respect.
got you.
Alright, wait until motherfucking story.
Okay. We haven't even got past
Uh,
our intros.
I used to play competitive soccer, but I stopped because I wasn't really. No, yeah, I used to play
You just play rep?
Yeah.
Rep soccer? What team?
King
what?
Guys,
Freiburg Novotel.
we're making a video.
Just want to fact check that.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what else?
So
I used to play editing this tonight, that's for sure. Alright, boy?
I used to play competitive soccer. I had to stop. Just didn't really. I saw that.
I know, whatever.
I stopped. I wasn't really into it anymore. I got really into video games. I'm the nerd of the group. If you haven't told already. Yeah, I'm really into video games. I'm into like the whole like esports world. I've been following that since 2010 now. It's been 8 years.
Yeah.
Following esports.
There you go.
What about the team?
My team, Optic Gaming, always, forever. I will always support Optic, no matter what.
I mean that. I was gonna say the whole like.
Yo,
you
Tony.
they shouted out like they came to you to
Yes, I'm playing in a league now, the Ontario Sports League.
check them out there.
There you go. He's making moves.
OESL. I don't know if it'll be streamed on Twitch or anything, but I'm definitely in a league now. Just trying to find a team. That's it. I just got asked to play in a league. I didn't really ask.
Is there anyone out there that's on a team? I don't know how it works, but like.
I just know.
It's kind of like traditional sports, but like with video games.
So wait,
So it's
you
not
got like
sports,
tryouts
it's
or something?
Are the tryouts?
I got noticed. I didn't really try it out.
Who would have noticed you? Like, would you be like streaming on Twitch and someone be like message you?
Someone. I managed to get into the person's game who was looking to scout people in the league. Like, it was just
Someone
right
who
shit.
played Miss Hardy.
Shit. This is for Call of Duty. I'm not getting to see it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
But here, yeah, I managed to get someone that was scouting for a league.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
He seemed to follow me through game to game,
Shit.
and then he messaged me on PS4. He's like, "Yo, like, you seem really good. Like, you
Scout you out. Yeah.
It's like,
That's
do you
dope.
want to give me like your personal information to like talk more about this? Give him my email. We talked about it.
So it's all legit and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's not like-
Awesome.
That's
Just
good.
paid a $20 entry fee.
Actually? That's legit?
It's legit.
Are you sure?
What if the guy just takes some money, says nope, and then
Yeah,
just leaves
that's
you?
what I'm
Yeah,
I'll show
like
you. I'll show you the.
No, I believe you. Don't worry.
the guy has $100 interest fee.
League starts in January.
Oh,
End of
that's
Jan-
soon.
end of January. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And like the tryouts. Sorry, like we're like going so much on you now, but like the tryouts, whatever. Does that start in January, or are they like in like December and then like it's for January?
Before the league starts, so like beginning January, mid-January.
Okay, cool.
If I don't find a team, by then they're gonna put me like in a solo league. So it's
Okay,
like,
that's
it's
so
like
good though.
It's like a 1v1 league.
Yeah, you can still get recognized there.
Yeah.
Right, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we kind of sidetracked, but more about me.
That's it.
But yeah, that's basically it. I'm into esports and all that. I'm a nerd. I really like nerd movies like Marvel. I'm not really into DC.
Mhm.
Not
As you said last.
yeah. As you discovered
Yeah.
last time, I was kind of just chilling back and not really doing anything.
Yeah.
As they were
Yeah.
talking about I finally watched The Dark Knight. Though.
You watched The Dark Knight.
Finally.
Bro, even I watched that, and I'm not even a movie.
That came out in like 2008.
Yeah.
I know, but
You were 8 years old. You had 8 years, and then to prepare for such a monumental event.
I know.
Do you not realize? Okay, listen. I'm gonna
Welcome to the
stop
show,
for a
guys.
second.
Thank you.
Because now I ain't into movies, but there's something needs to be brought up. Heath Ledger's performance in that movie was
Bro.
by far one of the
Don't
best
get me
performances.
started.
we're not getting into it.
You got me started.
got
So
into
if
this
you guys
last
saw the
time.
last
We got into
podcast,
this last
Yeah.
that's pretty much all we talked about. But
Yeah, we gone since last
You
time.
waited 18 years of your life
You
to
slept
witness
on
that.
Heath Ledger's
You do
performance.
not sleep on Heath Ledger.
Man.
It's like
Alright.
it's like sleeping on Bill Cosby.
If you guys want to watch this whole like Dark Knight about it, whatever it is, go watch the last podcast.
Let us know if you want like a full review on movies, because at this point, there's a
Yeah.
lot of movies that
Might
we've
as
all
well,
watched and
might
we
as
can
well.
Awesome.
take the time to. So if that's something you want, let us know.
We
Yo,
can
I'll do
compare
it.
movies, different genres.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious. The only movies I know.
Sure, guy.
Love those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it about me. There's
Alright.
nothing more you really to know besides
All right,
some
let's
personal stories.
let's,
bust
uh,
open the journal and let's see what
The
topics we
$2
have.
Ronder.
we have some questions we can answer. So one of the questions is you talk about our craziest night, either like drunk or whatever.
Oh, I mean, like, it's not like I'm going anywhere in life anyway, so I have all
That's
the
the
tell.
So the first topic is craziest night.
Craziest night. So like it can be like whatever you deem as craziest.
Okay, can I start this?
Right.
I hope.
You're a guest, man.
Alright, okay, so listen to this, alright? Yo, I just realized how
Strap
badly
in.
I'm about to out myself on, like,
So then just
not
Keep
on,
it
online.
keep it sort of PG.
What happens online?
Yeah.
Dude, and the-
okay.
If you have names you need to reference, don't really
Yeah,
reference them.
don't really name drop.
No,
people.
no, I wasn't gonna reference it.
I probably already know what you're gonna talk about.
What? I was gonna
Let's
talk about the time down in Brampton when I got into the accident. I was gonna say that. What do you think I should talk about?
Anna.
oh, there's a name drop.
Yeah, but like, it's a code for someone's name.
Oh.
A-N-N-A.
That's a blatant name.
No, it's a name, but it's not a name. You know what I mean?
41,
It's a code.
42, 43.
Wait, I'm so lost. Okay.
The forest.
Okay, Tony, would you like to start? Do you have something?
Oh!
No, he's
Okay.
He figured it out. Right?
So listen to this, alright? Alright, so let's back travel. We're talking
Back
2016, alright?
Trap.
Listen to this. This is actually a pretty great story.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so back in 2016, it was about May time. I remember the day. It was May 14th. Reason being, I don't know. Yeah, it was 10 days after his birthday. So anyways, I'm at this party, you know, I'm just doing my thing. And my boy Ricky,
Oh, everyone loves Ricky.
my boy Ricky comes along and brings, what do you call it?
You already just remember no name.
Okay, nobody knows a guy named Ricky. It's always
Yeah, he's not.
just shut
Oh my god.
PG.
PG.
Alright, so, anyway, so we were at this party, and my friend Ricky is Eastern European, right? And down in a lot of Eastern European countries, they make something called, like kind of like their own variations of moonshine. The one that I had, it was called raki. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's made. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it's moonshine and it gets you screwed up. So now I'm, you know, like out of everybody here, I mean, maybe I don't know about drinking with you because you can drink me pretty well sometimes, but like, I'm pretty good. Like, you know, I know how to handle myself. But this night I didn't. So I was hammered, just walking around, you know, doing my thing. Like, I was kind of screwed up. And anyway, this guy named, let's call him,
Just another Ricky.
Ricky 2. Let's call him Jackson. So this guy named Jackson comes up to me, and Jackson was dating a girl named Tanisha. Don't ask why I'm using Okay, so Jackson was dating a girl named Tanisha, and Tanisha, what do you call it, and her broke up. Now I didn't know anything about this, but like, you know, I was drunk on my mind. I was like, yo, like, if I fight her ex-boyfriend, I can impress her, and I can, you know, win the day, so to say. So anyway, I pull up to the guy, and I'm like, yo, like, I'm all like screwed up. I'm like, yo, let's go, like, you know, let's fight or something like that. And he was just like, all right, give me your best shot. So, you know, we got in a couple of shots and then got him in a headlock. I tried bringing him to the ground because I'm a pussy bitch. I'm kidding. But I was
PG-13.
trying to bring him to the ground, but because he was it was hard for him to breathe. And like, I'm not about violence, it's just more for fun. So I let go of him. But when I let go of him, me being the dumbass that I was and having a gigantic watch, my watch kind of like clipped like the side of his nose, and like his nose started bleeding like a mofo. So now, let's just say this guy probably had a few too many drinks too, and as soon as he saw blood on his nose, he was angry. So he kind of ran at me full force like a bullet train in Japan. Tackled me to the ground. tripped over like a tree root or something like that, and all of his body weight landed right on this shoulder right here, and snapped my collarbone and had to get surgery on it. I feel like it wouldn't be right to show the scar, but
Starts stripping. Starts like, hey guys.
no, but like I feel like that's kind of weird. But let's just say, like I have a gigantic scar
It's
right
a huge
here.
metal
It is like a big metal plate.
It stops at the
Do
airport.
you think I could show them the X-ray if I pull it up? We edit it out.
We can, yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna edit this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
The
good.
whole thing's real.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll figure something out. But anyways, that was probably about the craziest. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So I had to call my dad. And keep in mind, like I can't dish out pain very well, but I can take it. So I was freaking the hell out, only because I was nervous on what the heck my parents were gonna say when they got the call at 12 o'clock, and I'd say,
No, dude, it was like 4 in the morning. Like it wasn't 12. It was like 1 or 2 or something. It was like, I know it was after 12 for sure.
no,
Because then you got to the hospital and you didn't get home till 6.
No, that's the thing. The reason why I left the hospital so late is because the doctor misplaced my form.
Your forms, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like I was there for a long time. Like I left there like at around 12:30.
Where? The party?
Yeah, I left the party and went to the hospital. I was at
Really?
the.
I could have sworn it was like at least 1 or 2.
No, I was at the hospital for about 6.5 hours.
Because I remember you
Doctor
called me at like
misplaced
6, 7 in the morning. You're like, I just got home now. I'm like, what the hell you mean you just got home now?
Yeah.
You went to the hospital at like 1. Like,
Yeah. So, anyways, coming from me, I will put it to you like this, guys. Drink responsibly, because it's very important. No, like, it's actually being serious.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly, because one of these days you're going to do something as stupid as I did, and I don't want you to learn from my mistakes. So, I bet all 3 of you in this room can probably attest to that. Drink responsibly, don't be an idiot, don't do anything stupid, and don't break your collarbone and have to spend about, in total, like, 2 weeks at the hospital with a metal bar in your shoulder that you can't take off for the rest of your life. So hey, that's my story. I'm still like super like blessed.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah,
don't
of
worry.
course.
Thank you for
Still
letting me
living
share.
life.
Thank you for letting me share, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Whoever's next can feel free to go.
Totally.
Wanna go?
I gotta think about this.
Well, 1, 2, 1.
I just dropped a fire story.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'm trying to think of my craziest night.
you just talked about.
See,
the
like
weird-
I know mine. I'm not gonna put that on the internet.
Damn it. Montreal.
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 Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
No,
that's
you
one
know.
thing. If you're a real one.
Let's just
you'll
say
know.
things got a little out of hand.
Let's just say he needed a grab. Let's just say that.
I
You
wait.
need
What?
more than a gravel.
I need it.
He needed a plug. He needed a hand.
You needed fucking
Uh,
the stretcher. You couldn't even
He
stand
needed
up.
the defibrillator.
You had to do crutches, everything.
my craziest night was.
It's in Montreal.
It wasn't Montreal.
Really? Oh, I really thought it was gonna be that. Okay.
Oh, you wait.
I thought it was gonna be.
To find.
Oh,
I
man.
Yeah, I thought that. Okay. What were you gonna
I
say?
have different crazy nights. Like I have like specific crazy nights.
Okay.
That's a crazy night from Woodbugs, but I have crazy night.
Okay.
That's another episode.
That's a crazy night. I have a crazy night where I was just like completely shit faced.
Okay. Let's. Would you like to share?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's basically.
let's hear it.
Kairos bracelet, as you explained. Nice, you got shit faced.
So basically one day, this is after my ex just broke up with me.
Okay. I'm sorry. Which one?
Don't make me sound cool. It doesn't
Actually,
matter.
which one?
My most recent one.
Okay.
I don't want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just so hard not to name drop people.
Yeah. That's like I don't. I'm trying
Bro,
to see
like,
like when
it is
this
hard. When I
was.
was trying to explain my story, like, oh my god, I hope when people see that.
Jackson.
The girl that I called Tanisha, she's
So, the night I got like really drunk. So it was basically like I think like 2 weeks after I got dumped. Yes, I got dumped. What do you do?
It's life. It's what.
Woohoo.
Okay. Cool.
Woohoo. And I was still like kind of heartbroken, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
How recent was this?
it was 2 weeks after.
No, like when did this happen?
In relation to like now,
Because Dan was like a while ago.
like a year ago.
Like
like-
recently?
Fairly recently.
It was like-
February.
yeah, I was like
Okay.
last year. I
Okay.
remember.
It
Why do
happened
I-
It's
at-
almost a year. Almost a year.
Almost. It happened
Almost a year.
at
Yeah. Okay.
a house party.
Just give him a timeline. Yeah. So
Yeah.
February.
February.
Go ahead.
Around there.
February. So I was still kind of heartbroken, and I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty sad. So people start asking me to do shots. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's only a couple of shots. How bad can it be?
Find out.
Let's find out. Oh no, wait, I have a crazier night.
Okay. Let's hear the
Okay,
crazy
you
one.
have to finish this. You
All
can't.
right, so yeah, So
Sum it up quick.
I just took a bunch of shots and I started doing shit I shouldn't have done.
Like?
Kissing people I shouldn't have.
Wait.
Like men?
Not men.
That sounds so bad. No, listen.
Oh wait.
What am I?
I think I know.
Why am I missing this? Do I know this?
You know it. It's just I can't name drop people because if I do, then
Where?
What? Walk it like I talk it?
Was this walking?
No,
like
that
a-
was not true.
Wait,
Secrets only for
What?
Were we there?
what? You guys
What
know
is
the
it?
story. I've told you the story before.
What do
You guys were there too.
Wait, let me write it down.
Yeah, write
Okay,
down.
keep talking.
I just started like kissing people on the forehead, kissing people on the cheek. I really shouldn't have.
Oh.
Type it.
Is
Yeah,
it
said?
it was at her party.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, let me
She
see.
never invited me.
I think I went the right
You know
way.
who you are, sweetheart.
Wait, let me see. What happened?
Weird.
What the fuck? Can somebody tell me what happened?
We weren't
The
invited.
party you guys weren't invited
She
to.
had a big list.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there with you.
Yeah.
I was there. We took the video.
Yeah.
I didn't get
That's what
invited
I'm saying.
because I wouldn't leave my girlfriend.
You
Oh,
were there.
okay, I remember. I was with you like most of the night.
He was
Yeah.
with me the entire night.
Okay.
He was taking care of me. I was just really stupid.
The girl that led me into the bedroom. The girl that led me into the bedroom.
So yeah, I just got really stupid. I started doing stupid shit. But that wasn't my crazy night.
You have to tell the story because I don't even know how it went. I wasn't even there.
I just started like
You started kissing people
I could just like people.
without their consent.
No, it's not like mouth to mouth. Like, I just kissed my forehead and shit like that.
We got.
Shit.
You done.
We got it.
Damn,
Oh,
we were-
speaking of that, Bush is dead.
Yeah,
Bush
he's
is
not
dead?
No, George H.W. Bush. So the older, 94 years old. Yeah,
Yeah, the
he's-
guy was in a wheelchair.
He just passed away today.
He had the really shitty first pitch at the baseball game.
Yeah. So Tony, the party.
I started kissing people on the
Very
forehead.
serious pitch.
Yeah.
Stop!
Hey, I'm trying to tell a story.
The guy's just died.
I started just kissing people on the forehead, kissing people on the cheek.
Did they call you out?
No,
Like,
they
what the
didn't.
fuck you doing?
They really didn't say shit because they knew I was like gone out of my mind. So like,
I thought you were gonna say like the night of the shoulder incident.
no,
That's
that's a day I regret. That's a day I regret.
I
Uh,
want to kill her shit.
but
So
as I was telling that last story, I just thought of my other craziest night.
Okay.
Okay.
It was at a birthday party in August.
So anyone?
Continue talking. I
Keep
need
going.
more information.
Well, they want to know. Like,
It was-
Why are you telling us?
Because I'm expecting you guys to know right away.
we won't
I
pick
know
it up.
exactly what he's talking
Yeah, he knows. I'm like, it was at a birthday party in August.
I wasn't there.
It was our buddy's birthday.
What was his name?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
What was his
Yeah.
name? Was it?
Let's call him Jacob.
Jonathan.
Let's call him Jacob.
Johnny Test.
Okay, got it. Alright, yeah.
Let's call this guy Jacob. So it was Jacob's birthday. He was turning another year older. Big celebration. And I knew for a while that I wanted to party with him because he was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was a closer friend with Michael actually.
Yeah.
So me and him we just started partying a lot. I found a big bottle of Tito's vodka, and I was like, you know what? This is mine now. I grabbed
I
it.
stole.
So stuffed out.
First thing.
I chugged, maybe not chugged. I drank like almost like more than half.
Well, how big was the bottle?
It was like
Okay, so he drank a lot.
So it was
drank
a
a lot.
two-step.
He drank.
These are all alcohol.
So you took 12 shots,
more than 12 shots,
maybe 14.
maybe.
Alright, that's pretty good. That's impressive.
So after there was these couple girls that I saw, and then there were.
I'm so
I
sorry.
can't bear to
They're
watch
watching right now.
They're
you know
probably
who
not
you are.
watching,
I'm so
but-
sorry.
If you guys are watching, I'm so sorry. Still,
Send me the video you took of him.
they took videos.
Yep.
Fuck.
Continue.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
There's these couple girls, and I thought they were really cute. So I just sat with them and talked with them for most of the night.
Yeah.
And then there was this group. We invited them to Denny's also.
Denny's is fire, by the way.
He's just fire.
Denny's
Sponsored.
mom.
Denny's
Sponsored.
We're sponsored by Denny's now.
Nope. So copyright strike.
Mozzarella sticks at home.
Yeah.
So
So we
anyways,
went to Denny's.
Yeah.
I ordered the Uber. I'm out of my mind right now.
he's
And-
sitting shotgun in the Uber. Keep in
Yeah.
mind.
And before we got on the Uber, he looked at me. I remember that.
Oh,
You want to tell this part of the
I
story?
gave I gave him the pep talk of the
I was in
century.
Italy the whole time. So
I literally grabbed him, and I was like, I've seen you like this before. It's not gonna end well for you. Because his only goal was to impress those two girls. And then he was shit-faced. I'm like, it's not gonna end the way you want it to. You're not gonna get these girls if you keep acting the way you are. And he was like, yeah, man, like, don't worry, I got you. And I was gonna snap. I was so pissed at him. And you can ask Daniel. Like, I was really upset.
Oh, and I got pissed off.
But you'll realize later why. So I literally got him in my arms. I was like, dude, like, you gotta chill out. Like, it's not gonna go the way you want. Like, you gotta stop. And he just didn't listen to anything I said. Granted, like, he was drunk or whatever, but, like, he didn't listen to anything. So I was like, you know what?
I didn't know what was
I had
happening.
people, like, shout out to the two girls that were holding me back because I was pissed. And I didn't care if we were good friends, but, like, I was gonna, like...
I was there too.
But then again, I didn't know what was happening. My brain was gone. Like, I was doing shit.
The two girls were like, yo, just chill out, right? Because, like, let him do his own thing. So I said, you know what, fine. If you're gonna mess up, you're gonna mess up. Like, that's your problem. So this happened.
So then I ordered an Uber. We get an Uber, and I'm sitting shotgun. The entire ride, I don't remember. I don't know what's happening.
That's why we have video camera.
We have video cameras. I don't know they were taking videos. So we're almost at the Denny's.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this guy's driving like a Toyota Corolla. Like,
he
was driving a minivan, but there were like 8 people, and it was like a 6-seater. So we already had people sitting on each other and shit. Like, it was a shit show. But continue. Let's see how this ends. It's a happy ending, guys. Trust
It
me.
was really not a happy ending.
Oh, it was for me. I win. I won in the end.
You got a good laugh out of it, and like at the end we all got a good laugh. But we're almost at the Denny's, and at this point I'm starting to like become a little bit conscious, and I'm like,
And you can feel it.
and I'm like, I'm feeling something. And I'm like, oh shit! Like, I hope this doesn't happen. We pull into the parking lot.
What are you feeling?
As soon as he stops, everything that was inside me just fucking came out. And I was facing forward, so it got in this guy's like glove compartment,
And windowsill.
yeah,
I was literally sitting straight,
And
looking
satellite
out.
navigation.
And
And
I was
window and side panel and
He was
floor
looking
mat,
out
and
the
actual
windshield.
floor and glove box and center console. Sorry.
I was still.
So he was looking out the windshield straight ahead, and literally, I knew you were gonna snap. I'm like, Tony, like, get your head out the window, like, go out the window. And he wasn't paying attention, like he said, he wasn't conscious or whatever. And he literally, like, if you've seen The Exorcist when she fucking throws up on the priest, literally, I've never seen it that bad. Just shoots all over the guy's windshield.
As soon as I noticed, I kind of like.
Yeah, but he stayed for like a good 5 seconds, and then he stopped, and then he was about to throw up again, and then just turned and sprayed the whole interior of the guy's car.
Yeah.
And then, where do we go from here after you completely violated this guy's minivan?
Okay, no, I will continue.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is my part of the story. So,
We got people joining in on my story.
yes, because we were more part of the story than you were.
Yeah, I know.
What even?
So basically, what happened is right after the end of this. Keep in mind, our Uber driver was a 6'3" brolic man, and he had gigantic muscles. And I swear to God, and he was pissed. So,
Anyone would be.
So he was freaking out at me, right? Even though like Tony was the one that kind of threw up in the car. He was kind of getting mad. He's like, "Oh my God, why the hell did he just pull over? I was right there. Now I can't Uber for the rest of it." He's just getting pissed off and shit. So now, while Tony is curled up in a ball and throwing up more and more, and while Luch is doing what Luch does and trying to get girls, I
was literally with him while he was in the bushes, tossing his tonsils.
Wow.
Okay, so
All the 4 girls were sitting on the curb, like laughing and like freaking out.
I'm just messing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Anyway, the person who had to clean up every single piece of what that man did was me. I had to sit
I
there
appreciate you
for a solid 25 minutes with a full roll of paper towel.
Yeah.
Then go back in and get more napkins. Keep in mind, like, Bounty was not doing the job at this moment, alright? Neither was Charmaine, neither was Cottonelle, neither was Royale Tiger Towel, none of that shit. Alright?
Right.
Yo, can I get copyrighted for saying brand?
No, it doesn't.
Alright, okay, so anyway, so I had to clean all that up, and the guy was very thankful.
that.
So, I just want to let y'all know, and now this isn't my story, but, moral of the story, if you make a mess, clean up after it back yourself. If not,
Who says
then
the moral of the story?
Moral of the story.
Okay, guys, I promise it'll be a happy ending. Tony, how did the story end?
I ordered an Uber for myself and left.
Cool. But then you got an email the next couple days?
So I got an email next day. I got fined.
How much?
Too much.
How much?
Just
Ridiculous,
explain.
bro.
$216.
It wasn't, but okay.
How much?
How much?
I got fined $120.
$120 because
Right,
you
yeah.
threw up in the guy's email. I told you it'd have a happy ending.
And I
For us.
realized what I did like after a little bit. I tipped the guy too like a fair amount. I'm not gonna
And
say
he's
how
still
much,
charging
and
you.
he's still charging me.
Yeah, because he's got to clean it out. Man, it smelled like shit in there.
You are
It was
dead
terrible.
ass. You are dead ass. Smelled like the most ratchet McDonald's play place
That's
you
it.
have ever been to
That's
in your
exactly
entire
right.
I
life.
was just thinking that.
Exactly.
What?
That's
No,
crazy. I
I
was thinking more of a Chuck
Y'all
E. Cheese.
have
But now
You
it's
know?
like it's a funny story.
Hey,
We can run
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You all have been
Yeah.
to those times when you're driving back, and you have to stop for some food because you're hungry.
Sure.
And you just aren't in the
I don't stop at
best
that
part of
place.
town.
Just drives it.
Just go in. Just go straight to the play place.
Okay, but anyway, this isn't a talk about play place. I think
Uh-huh.
the chairman should go next.
Yeah.
Me?
I can go next.
Oh, go.
I go next. So
I don't
here's
care. It's up to you.
here's my situation. So there's one story. The real ones will know this story, and I'm gonna wait to tell you guys that. And if you guys would like to hear about this story, leave comments saying you want to hear about my Montreal story. Because if you
We
guys
could have a whole podcast.
an
on it.
entire podcast just on that one
We
trip.
have an entire podcast like for one day. Of
Yeah.
the
So
trip.
I don't want to bring that up now, and I want to see if you guys are really
That's good,
watching
yeah.
this. So if you guys are watching this point, it's a 36-minute mark approximately there. If you're watching this right now, leave in the comments and let me know if you want to hear
It's not
all of our
36.
stories
Oh, it's
from,
not
well,
36.
you just have a timer. Yeah. So,
Got him.
so I'll be sharing a different story now, but let me know if you want to hear that.
Yeah.
This was it was another party, but this time it wasn't me who, I guess like my craziest night apart from that, this wasn't me who was intoxicated, this wasn't me who did all the stupid shit. If anything, it was the complete opposite.
Yeah,
So,
me and Logan only do this stupid shit, all right?
Woohoo.
yeah. So, we're at our buddy's party, and he has a really big house, okay? And it's like a big grade party. You'll know. It's like a big grade party, right? And, like, this thing is big. It's a full, okay. It's big, okay?
Sorry, I had to make that point very clear.
And, everyone was going to it. And this was before, to put in a timer, it was before February. So it was before your breakup. To put into reference. It was this year, before then, so
Was it-
I
was it
love
New
not
Year's?
day drop.
not New Year's. It was not New Year's. It was not New Year's. But it was just before that. Just
This
know.
is the
For
fun
reference,
I was trying to figure out what it's about.
yeah.
Okay, continue.
So at most parties, I either do my own stuff and mingle, or I'm stuck taking care of people. Because a lot of people that I care about, they always, I'm always the one that gets stuck. Like, I'm not the one drinking. I'm not the one doing this. I have to be the one to
He's like the
watch
mother
it.
of the group.
So yeah, most times I have to be that, like, and especially the beginning of this year, right? I really had to do that a lot because all my friends, everyone who I cared about, kept screwing up. So anyways, so one of my close buddies, he started taking down things of tequila, okay?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So tequila, it's a very strong alcohol, and for this
Okay, I know.
for this individual, it was his first time really.
His
No
name,
lie.
we'll call him Donovan.
Sure.
Again,
So
fucking these names.
Donovan. So Donovan, he drank a lot, I guess, right? And for the whole night, I was responsible to take care of that, right? Now, at the same time, one of my other like friends, right? Other close people like around me, they were also drinking. So like the whole night, I was going around here, don't do that. You're driving. Stop doing that. Donovan, what's going on? Whatever. I kept having to go all around. But eventually, I found myself at this big party outside of this dude's house, right? Watching Donovan on the ground, and I'm seeing this guy roll over, just going through just hell. And there was one girl, and we'll call her Shalissa.
Nah.
Shalissa. So
She's gonna be chill.
we'll call her Shalissa, and Shalissa was getting into the medical field, so specifically nursing. So as I'm here trying to watch over my buddy, I'm like, Donovan, you good? I'm kind of turning him over, make sure he doesn't vomit, doesn't choke on his own vomit, pretty much, just making sure he's okay, right? Shalissa comes in, and she says, okay, I'm practicing to be a nurse. Everybody get away. I'll take care of this. And she just starts taking over the situation. And she's like, okay, Michael, go tell those people not to come inside. I'm just like, hey guys, you guys can't come inside. Like, she was being so upset.
I would come out like periodically, like throughout the night, make sure he's okay, like check
Yeah.
on him.
And then
As soon as I got anywhere near him, she'd come up to me, like, no, get away from
my
him.
parents are sleeping.
It's like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
She's like, no, get away from him. He needs air. I'm
He's
outside.
She was
She
crazy.
out to lunch, man.
Yeah. So she was great. So at this point, like, I'm really focused on my buddy here. I'm like, I'm gonna stay with him the whole night. You know, sometimes I go in, go out, I still focus him, right? At the same time, apparently, from like, you know, a reasonable distance away, more stuff happened that night. So as I'm making sure this guy doesn't choke on his own vomit, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
There was
Yes, this is what I wanted you to talk about.
yes. So there was one girl, and she
Let's call her. I think
Natalie,
Nyquil.
sure. So Natalie. So Natalie, she
Nordstrom.
Okay.
Adidas. Yeah. So Natalie, she drank a lot, and
She was dabbling in the WWE.
she smoked a lot as well, and she was really intoxicated. She was like crazy, right? So one of our buddies was kind of like picking her up and whatever. And like at this point, the way that he was like picking her up was kind of like closer to the floor, you know, so it wasn't that much of a distance. But anyways,
she's not the tallest individual.
oh jeez, okay, so yeah, so yeah,
She doesn't watch it.
I feel like that needs to be added.
yeah, that's fair. Actually, that's a
She's
good
not the
point.
tallest individual.
That's right. Yeah, so like that's why it was so easy to carry her and whatever. So at this point, I'm making sure Donovan's okay. I just hear like this ear-piercing scream. I turn around, she's on the floor. I'm just like, oh, these guys are being stupid. Why is everyone on the floor, right? Everyone starts panicking. She fell on her head. She fell on her head. She has a concussion. What's going on, right? Everyone's freaking out, and I'm here making sure I'm rolling this guy over. I have his wallet so he doesn't like ruin it or whatever. And I'm just like, what's going on here, right? Out of nowhere, people are running around and saying, the cops are coming. The ambulance has been called. The cops are coming. I'm like, oh, okay, what? So apparently someone called the police because Natalie, who fell, started saying, I have a concussion. I'm in pain. Saying, I'm dying. She was like, everyone thought that they were about to witness a death at a party, okay? And I'm just here like trying to juggle both of these. I had to make sure that like my designated driver didn't drink that night, right? So I had to do so many things. And eventually everyone just starts running. So I make sure Donovan gets home safely. I contact people to pick him up, and he gets picked up well. And then everyone just starts freaking out. The ambulance shows up, and at this point, this is a bunch of teenagers who's high, who's drunk. This is before marijuana. This was before marijuana was legal in Canada, right? This was, you know, a year ago. Yeah, it's like all of us literally just cut, right? And it was insane. Just like I've never seen that much chaos. You know, for myself, like the high school that I went to, I know you guys have probably been to like crazier parties than that, where like worse stuff has happened, you know. But like for me, that was like my first time that like cops were called to a party. Ambulance, people thought someone was dying, right? And just to throw in a little bit more about that girl who died, right? So she did die, right? She never actually had a concussion. Why? She actually came to school 3 days later. And if you know anything about concussions, you need to, it won't take 3 weeks to think. Yeah. Yeah, and then there was a point where like, you know, like all these bright lights and like a fire alarm went off at our school, and she's like, ooh, my head hurts, and she started milking it again, whatever. There was so many ripple effects to it, you know. But honestly, yeah, that has to be my craziest story apart from Montreal.
Honestly, I like how you brought up funny parties and stuff like that, because me and this guy over here.
No. Oh, it's a street.
By the way, if you guys are still watching, if you guys are actually watching through here,
Oh,
if you guys are watching through here, comment down below because we really want to talk about Montreal. So comment down below if you guys
so you want to hear Montreal story?
So you want to hear the Montreal story.
And we can't promise it'll be next podcast.
It will be 8
It'll
podcasts.
come up.
It'll be April. We'll build up to it.
And
We need an entire podcast.
we will have
There's so
so
much shit that-
many stories to tell you.
So many.
All right, Luch, you're fine.
Let's hear it. It's your
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Cool.
fair enough. I think those
That's
are-
probably like the dumbest, craziest like story
Okay,
that
but
these guys don't know.
what about the
Yeah.
time about with the tasers though?
I know, yeah, these guys knew about it though.
We know about that one.
Oh, they know about that?
That's another one.
That's why they
I'll
chose.
sum that up short. So we went to a party.
Me and him.
Men's got into a fight. They pulled out cattle prods, started tasing each other. Then the cops came. There were like 6 or 7
And
cop
then there was
cars.
2 people fucking.
There's 2 people fucking in the
on the
window
window.
upstairs. You could see them.
Through
It
the
was
window.
fucking
That
wild.
was kind of funny.
It was so weird. That was a weird ass party. That wasn't even like crazy. It was just.
And then we
weird.
had to walk home, and the walk was like. 10
Oh, it was funny
kilometers.
because the speakers blew at the party, and they were preppy ass kids, like rich kids. The guy literally pulled up his Mercedes-Benz SUV through the backyard,
Oh yeah, I remember
parked
that.
it, rolled down the windows, opened the doors, connected his Bluetooth, and played music. I thought that was hella funny.
That was funny.
super funny.
That was a good moment.
That was really funny. But then the rest of the party was just whack because everyone was scrapping. They started fucking with the car. They were like denting it and shit.
See here, actually, let me
Crazy.
just pause this for a second. So, these 3 went to a different school from what I went to. I went to a very, very different school than these 3 gentlemen. So
Yeah.
the parties that I've been to with them are the tamest thing in the entire world compared to the parties that I've been to in my area.
Mm-hmm.
The first party I've ever went to was in grade 10. I think it was October. Like, first ever party. Like, I was.
The chandelier.
Yeah. So I knew this guy. Let's nickname him. Raph. So Raph is something that you call a drug addict, and we don't like those. No.
No. We don't condone that here.
Stay away from drugs, kids. They're bad for you. Anyways, so this guy. Speaking of drugs, this guy snorts a whole line of.
Welcome to LMAOHH.
I know, right? I like how we're talking about all this funny stuff, but I'm just talking about a guy. Okay, so
No, it's here.
So he starts a line of something I assume you all have ever heard of the prescription Xanax, right? So he starts a line of Xanax, and I don't know. I think this guy was mixing Xanax and alcohol, which, by the way, is like a very easy way to have your own death. So don't do it. But I think this guy did it, and he ended up fighting. He ended up getting into a couple fights. But the one part I will never forget was after he snorted the line and after he got in a fight, he went back into the house, jumped on top of a chandelier, and brought it all the way down to the ground, landed on his back, got back up, screamed, "I'm fucking raw," and then left.
Mm-hmm.
I have never felt the same sort of like just astonishment in my entire life. It's like, who in their right mind wakes up in the morning and says like, yeah, I'm gonna snort a lot of Xanax and take down a chandelier. Like, it's just weird, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, well, be safe at parties, people. Like, honestly, I'm telling you.
Honestly, I feel like all of our craziest stories either has been stuff that happened to us or things that happened to other people, but it always takes place at parties. So
This was kind of like a party episode. I had my other story that I really wanted to tell was like it happened on vacation when I was younger.
we could get into that. Yeah, we'll get into more like childhood because I know that.
You want to get into that now? Because if it's on topic of crazy stuff.
We have 52. We've been recording for 52 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that stop.
Oh, we still gotta do Olympics. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
obviously where the day is.
Get the board. Get the board.
Yeah, grab it.
Get it. Grab it.
Point at the board.
Everyone, just the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so our award today is Olympics brought to you by.
Thank you again, Akira.
Thanks, Akira.
Thank you.
You guys can be responsible for the next award.
Here, you wanna do left so that way it's
No,
not.
I'll write it on.
Just I'm right, and then
Because I
because it's
can't
hard to
write
write. It's
backwards.
hard to write.
It's fine. That's what we did last
It's
time.
fine, so that way they can see it.
What?
You'll see it.
Let's try.
I'm gonna flip it at the end. Tony,
I'm trying to
don't kick the tradition, bro. We got a good team.
You can see our setup from
There's
here.
our setup.
Hey.
Okay, Olympics. Dana,
Yeah.
words that are associated with Olympics.
What was the last
things-
Olympics? Where was it from?
Skiing.
Okay.
Skiing. Okay.
Yeah. We had the 2010 Olympics here in Canada, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Apparently it's coming back in like 2028.
Really?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
In Calgary.
Oh, okay.
I actually went.
I'm just gonna say.
I went to Vancouver like a year after.
So Tony went to Vancouver.
I went to Vancouver a year after they did the
Summer
Olympics.
slash. Oh, really?
Summer,
Oh, right,
winter.
yeah. Summer slash winter, yeah.
Tony.
Sports.
Sports.
Another.
Shit.
Damn.
Right, every 4 years. They say 4 years because the Olympics happen 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some of the goats.
Oh wait, hold up. It happens every 2 years.
It happens every
Yeah,
2
but like the
years.
You
Summer
think of the
Olympics,
World Cup?
No, summers every
2 years, but like
Let's put 2/4.
Yeah.
We know it.
You have an Olympics every 2 years, like a summer.
the Summer Olympics happens once every 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's put some iconic athletes. You got Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps. You know,
I don't know any iconic athletes. Like those
Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps.
Michael
Christine,
Phelps.
Biles.
Oh, dude, the medals.
The medals, yes.
So you can also write gold, silver, and bronze.
That wasn't it.
Wait, hold
Medals.
on. Listen, guys. Sorry, I know I'm new to this, but I'm just kind of curious. What's the purpose of all these words?
Well, we take a picture of everything of the sport at the end.
Yeah.
And just to see how things develop.
Oh, okay.
Just to see. Yeah. Silver is the first loser.
Amen to that.
Is that it for us?
Be a winner.
I think that's it.
All right.
So yeah. So again, this one's.
Now I can flip it. After drawing all of the words, even though they've heard most of them.
Are you going to be able to read that?
If you can't, this is the camera quality.
If you
I swear.
can't, leave
No,
it in
I'm
the
not
comments.
asking that, but is it like mirror?
I'll put a hidden word. If you can see it, leave it in the comments.
If you can't see it, leave it in the comments. Also, leave more comments for more O words we should do for next
What's
podcast.
the next O word?
Let us know.
Let us know in the
guys.
comments. So, if you
If,
guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching the podcast. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
This is a good one. We kept it short.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Compared
It's
to the
good,
first one,
and
it's
it's
short,
more like LMAO. It's more like
That's
funny
right,
shit
yeah.
that happened.
And here, so for anyone who's still here,
Weird.
there you go. Oh,
shit.
another
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
another
yeah,
one.
We hit it with
Oh. Oh, wait, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, you should probably stop
the
it now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching again.
Thank
Really
you for having
appreciate
me
it.
on, guys. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
guys. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Appreciate
All
it.
his links will be in the description below. We got his SoundCloud, Instagram.
Yeah, check out my shit.
All that shit's gonna be there.
Dropping
All of
a
our
song
links will be
someday.
down there. Our YouTube, like the Instagram page, official page will be down there.
Yeah.
All of our personal pages will be down there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think we're
Thanks
good.
again, guys, for watching. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Comment down below, O words, like we said. Like, comment, just anything. If you want to say hi, we'll say hi back. We'll respond to all your comments for sure.
Respond to as many as we can.
Remember
Yeah.
something. This is LMAOHH.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's-
Now,
let's-
LMAOHH